Hi friend, my name is Rick and welcome to my Cape Cod life. Today I'm going to be planting out some peppers. The point of the video today will be to do a garden tour. So I'm going to plant these and then we'll do the tour. Let me show you how I'm going to plant these this year. So what I'm doing is putting two plants really close together. These are going to be my jalapenos. I'm going to give them a goodly amount of fertilizer. Let them going. So I like growing the Craig's Grande jalapeno. I started these on February 10th and they were repotted twice. So in they're going to go. You want to keep them pretty much at the same level they were at. Let's get another one. Yeah. And a beautiful root system. I'm liking that. And she goes. And just like that, we have two of them already planted. Here on Cape Cod, Zone 7A, I plant these out when I know the night temperatures are going to be at least 55 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so I got these peppers all planted in. I have 6 jalapenos, 4 hot Portugals, and 2 serrano. Those are my jalapenos. These 2 are serranos, and that cluster over there are the hot Portugal. In addition to that, I have 2 paprika, and I can't remember the exact variety. I'll put it on the screen if I can find it. They came from seeds my friend Angela Kane saved at her channel, Hippie Chick Homestead. Check her out. I've never grown paprika. We're gonna make our own paprika this fall or late summer. And these 2 here are sweet banana. It's one of the few sweet peppers that I like. I do not like bell peppers. Can you believe it? But it's true. So let's go into the garden proper and see what's going on there. Actually, first off, let me turn this camera around. So just outside the gated garden, I have planted some summer squash. It's a crookneck variety, and it's a hybrid, and I'm going to have to look up the name. I'll put it on the screen for you. Over here, I also planted several varieties of cucumbers. I now have silver slicers. I have dragon eggs. I have Ukraine slicing cucumbers. 1, 2, 3. What's the last one? We're back, and the last one is Suyo Long. So that's right before we get into the garden. On the other side over here, don't have much planted. That there is a wild black raspberry. This here, however, is a thornless blackberry. A can had rooted itself. I stuck it in the ground last fall. That's going to go to my daughter's house. All right, in we go. And I'm going to tell you straight up, there's lots of weeds. All right, so the bucket over here on the side, this planter, has several little weeds, but these little guys are Swiss chard. So, looking forward to that. On the opposite side, I have a messy bucket that doesn't have anything but weeds. All right, let's go for the bed right here on the right. On the cattle panel, I have Oregon Giant. I think that's the name of the snow pea that I'm growing. All right, so down in here, I have all sorts of radishes. They're just about ready to start harvesting, at least these guys here. Now this one is called the dragon tail radish. You don't grow them for the bulbs, you grow them for the seed pods, and I can tell you, radish seed pods are delicious. All right, it has some broccoli over here, crossing my fingers. The kale's starting to do its thing over there. Now this row is supposed to be collard greens, and there's a couple in here that are collard greens, but for some reason I also get like a turnip of sorts. So let's see how that turns out. I was gonna pull them because didn't plant turnips, but here they are. So these were Vates collards, and these are Champion collards over here. My Asian greens are going to seed, which is fine. Eventually I'll pull this out and figure out what I'll plug in there. I was so hoping I was going to get a Napa cabbage, but it bolted. Sometimes that's the problem in New England, that we have cool weather and then it gets hot and the greens get really confused. This is my allium bed. So up in here I have mostly bunching onions. You see some that have been there since last year are going to be flowering. Oh, you know what? We didn't look at my beautiful chives over there. They're about to go in full bloom. Okay, so besides that, in this little weedy patch over here, I know I have garlic chives. I have a few Walla Walla onions over there. I have 1 or 2 leeks also growing. It looks like a few leeks maybe. And then that's my garlic. I want to go around and show you. This side here is, I forgot what they called that one. I thought it was Italian heirloom, but no, it's called chestnut, I think. Again, I'll double check and I'll let you know. Let's go around and look at the music garlic over there, which is getting huge. And I want it to get huge because I'm going to be entering the Garlic Challenge 2026. That's a hashtag, Garlic Challenge 2026. If you're growing garlic, you can already be entered. All you have to do is get the biggest ones. Check the hashtags and look for the instructions there. Look how gosh darn big these are getting. Look how fat that is. I might have some contenders in here. A lot of them are like that. I have some little ones like down in there. There's a little, but I have a lot of big ones. Woohoo! My carrots are germinating. Excited about that. Those are new Carota. Next bed over still needs some work, but I do have last year's parsley. That wants to go to seed. Eventually I'll let it once my other parsley catches up. This is the strawberry patch. It needs some work. Look at all those weeds growing there. I'm trying to get things planted in, and then I'll come back and start weeding things. Next door, you see that my bed is rotting, so I have to address that eventually. But this is my asparagus bed. I've been eating well off of that for the last several weeks. So this is the bed on the left. I have marjoram doing well over there. Along the bottom of the trellis, I have planted purple potted pole beans, and I have beautiful lettuce. That's an early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. That is black seeded sensim. That's enormous. I'm going to be picking that probably today. You see some merlots over there. These over here are tangos over there. And these last 3, those are frisee. I am needing to put some dinner plates on those to blanch them. Frisee is an endive, and it is a little bit bitter. By blanching them, it knocks down the bitterness and sweetens it up a tiny bit. And the next bed will eventually be bush beans, but right now I have a cabbage. Something's eating on the bottom. I have to address that. Those are real red romaines. I have some oak leaf lettuce over there, and I can't remember what that one is called over there. I have some sage in the background, so that's that. This is the potato bed. They're starting to emerge. That's exciting. This is one of my blackberries. They're just starting to bloom. This one I haven't gotten many blackberries, but she looks like she's potentially going to be loaded with them. This one's sending the shoots up, but they haven't had buds yet, so that's fine. I have one more blackberry. These are 3 different varieties. This is my largest of the blackberries. This one did really well last year, and it's ready to send some blossoms up. So excited for blackberries. All right, so these are a bunch of tomatoes. I know that's the Brandywine over here. That is, oh, a Lemon King. Good, good. This one, totally don't remember. Oh, that's a Mortgage Lifter. And then in the back, I have Curtain Call. Okay, next one over. I have this one down here. This is my Paul Robeson. This one over here is Old German. That is a Cherokee Green Stripe. And back there I have Mr. Stripey. And of course I'm planting basil in the middle. That's gonna help keep the hornworms. This is my cherry tomato raised bed. This one here is a chocolate cherry. This one over here, oh, that's a Sun Gold. This is a Super Sweet 100, and this is a Tiny Tim. I have space for a couple more. I'm gonna get a purple bumblebee tomato from my friend, so this will go there. Well, my friend, there you have it. That's my quick little garden tour, the end of May, just right after Memorial Day. I hope if you're new here, you enjoyed this video and will consider liking, subscribing, hitting the hype button. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I love seeing comments. And my friends who've been here before, I appreciate you so much. And as always, my Cape Cod life.